So I don't make the mistake of forgetting to tell my students that it's not the most intelligent that do well in any of the courses I handle. It's not the most intelligent. You may be intelligent, you may have a very high IQ and still fail my course. Once you are not serious, you will likely fail my course. Naturally, I will not fail you, you will naturally fail my course because you will not measure up. Are we together? So what I'm saying is, take seriously what you are doing here. Take it what? Seriously. Then for the group I sent, the grouping I sent to the WhatsApp group, please, everybody has one reason or the other not to be in a group. Three of us. Yes, some may not like the faces in their own group. And some may think that they are too intelligent to be among people that are not intelligent. So everybody has reasons for changing his or her group. But please, there are nothing like, you don't change groups here. Am I communicating? Any group I sent you, you work in that group. The reason for the grouping is for you to feel the practical. Not when everybody will be in a lab at once. Some will be doing selfies, some will be wasting their time while only one or two people will be working. No. As a performance technician, what distinguishes you, in fact, as a performance technician, for the name technician, you should know what it is. You should be very, very good at your what? Hands-on. Am I communicating? At your skill. So if you are a performance technician and you don't know how to anything about the practical work, you are wasting your time. Are we together? You're wasting your time because most of the time when you're working with the pharmacist will just be there, design or get the formula of what and what he will do one or two calculations. Most of the things he will send it to you to do what? To do. Am I communicating? So it's important you be very, very good at the practical aspect of any of the courses we are doing. What's that?
Okay, please, regarding the grouping,
okay.
You actually put us 4 in the group. How about like 10? Will that be speed? We can accept up to 10 students at once.
No. You work in group of, the maximum self is 3. It's because your class is more. That's why you say assuming 4 there. Those in Fafanaye are 3. I want to see what you are doing. Are we together? You will learn it. It's not it's 3. The maximum should be 3, but your class, the number in your class, that was why you are seeing 4, 5 there in some groups. Apart from that, it should be 3, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I'll have to see. 4 is a crowd. By right, it should be one person. That's what it should be. By right, it should be what? One person per what? But because of the situation on ground, we have to group people. So the grouping is for you to be able to manage this. By right, it should be 1. In fact, if let's assume you don't even have so much theory courses to do, we'll divide it into different in a week you have up to group 4 groups. So let's assume we have 4 groups. That means everybody each group you will do 1. You sit there, you come to the lab and do your work before you go. That is the best way to go about it, but we have to do that so as to accommodate a lot of things. We put a lot of things into control. So 10 is a very, very big crowd. The target is not to let's just do it anyhow and go. No, it's for you to be able to do what? Do the work. Are we together? Then, under normal circumstances, the timetable, you have the practical ability 231 on Wednesday 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then today Friday 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's what you have in your timetable. So the first one is for group 1, second one is for group 2. Then under each of the groups, you now have 1A, B, C, D. Is that clear? For each of the groups. So now we are supposed to be like that, but because of the other things, I just joined, so I was told the HOD was the one that said, okay, after the deliberation changes in the timetable, she said, okay, all the practicals should hold when Friday. Am I communicating? Friday 10 to 12 p.m. Then 12:30 to what? 2:30 p.m. You raise your hand.
So on Wednesday, we are having Mr. Ezekiel, which is taking us BDT 251 and BDT 250.
Okay.
Which is from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock to 12. So that on Wednesday, how are you going to come that Wednesday? Because on Wednesday we are having BDT 2 times. Is that okay? That's what
This guy. Now listen. That's what it should be, right? But because of some changes now, he now say okay. She now say okay that the practice should be moved to that Friday, free period 12:30 to 2:30 Friday. Is that clear? So that's why the timetable is like that. And you raised some concern. I am not good at shutting people down. What you are using for this concern. That's why I say my own is whatever the HOD asks me to do, I will do what? I will obey to the call. So for now, I will work with what he said I should do. Then if you think that timing is for one reason or the other, align with her, discuss with her. She will tell me what to do next. So once I receive any instruction from her, I implement. If I don't receive, the timetable hold, it remains the way it is. So anybody that have personal, you send me something, I saw someone saying you have a baby, please, your baby is your business, your personal business. Know that and know peace. School dismissed by 2:30. That you have no business. Yeah, I was so disappointed when I saw that. It's your personal business. In fact, if you go to some schools, they once you are even, they warn you from the beginning. Don't use your personal affair to interfere with what your work. Am I communicating? So everybody has reason for not. If you are placed in a group, blah blah blah, it's your business. That shouldn't come to me. Then having a human face, am I communicating? Having a human face. The only thing I can tell you is this: if you think there's something that will make you not to be in that afternoon group, you discuss with your classmates, those that are in what? The first group. If any of them agree with you, two of you come to me. Sir, please, I want this person, I want to exchange with this person. Do you agree? I will exchange. Not saying that third man is that mentality is too. Please, I don't tolerate such. It's a personal business. But I can allow, if you speak with somebody in the group 1 because of your situation, and someone in group 1 agree with you, you exchange, I can do that for you. Perfectly. Okay?
Sorry, sir. This group 1A to is it morning?
Okay, let me explain. We have two groups, right? Group 1 and group 2. Group 1 is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Then group 2 starts from 12:30 to 2:30. So if you are under that group 1, are you listening? Under each of these groups, we then have subgroups A to F. Is that clear? So all those in A, group 1A, morning time, they will sit together and do their practical. We have about seven points in that lab where each of these subgroups we stay and do their work. Is that clear? So those in group 2, whether group 2A to 2F, they do their own in when 12:30 to what? 2:30. Is that clear? So that is how we are going to do the practical. So as I said before now, anyone that has the issue, don't bring it up to me, because if I sit down and start listening, the whole thing will scatter. Because so human being will say that I want to go and sleep is an excuse. True of us? Yes, I take my siesta by 12:30. It's an excuse. It's personal excuse. Just as your baby is your personal excuse. I want to go and rest by 12:30. Somebody's personal what? Excuse. Are we together? So if you have anything that will make you not to be, like with somebody in Fefe's group, if you agree, then you come to me. I can swap you people, and you do that before we start work. Not one day sun just come up from nowhere and say, no, I won't tolerate that. Are we together? So that is how the practical will hold. So today I decided to come to explain one or two things about the groupings. At the same time, introduce the course, and also explain one or two things. So today, what we are going to do, everything we are going to do, we are doing it together here now. Is that clear? It's more of introduction. So everything will end 12:30 today, because I will use 2 hours, tell you one or two things, what you expected, the do's and don'ts. Is that clear? What I expect of you in the lab. So that is what I want us to do today. Are we together? Now, the course is basic dispensing practical 1, BDP 2, 3, 1. It's a 3-credit unit course. Class rep, please tear up a piece of paper and write your name, serial number, your name, your full name, and your matriculation number. That's the attendance. Is that clear? So I'll collect it after the class. So is BDP 231 is a 3-credit unit course. Is a 3-credit unit course. We are there when we did and that day we did orientation, general orientation for the first year, and reorientation for you people. Just to remind you again, you saw, I think I was the one that wrote it on the board, GP calculation and everything. You saw the impact of credit units in your general what in your CGPA. So courses with high credit units, take it very seriously. Not that you will not take others what seriously, but take it very seriously, because that high credit units, if you go there and be scoring and be getting C, F, it will affect your what? CGPA in general. So take this practical very, very, apart from this being a very high credit unit course, it will also help you in your what? Practical what? Skills. Are we together? So that is what I want you to know concerning the what? What happened? The credit units of the course you are working with. Then another point I want you to note is that there are some laboratory safety measures and the rule and code of conduct you should maintain as you are entering the lab. You know, the lab is a very dangerous it's a potentially dangerous place. It's not a place to be gallivanting up and down. It's a place you should be very, very careful to avoid injuring yourself, injuring your colleagues, at the same time generating or incurring debt or expenses that you not plan, because anything you break there or spoil there, you pay for it. Are we together? You pay for it. That's what it should. Because if everybody keep breaking and going, by the time you come, you will not see anything in that lab. True of us. So if you break or spoil, you replace, unless school decides to let it go. Okay, I will just do general introduction. Then, by the time we now go to individual groups, we'll now take it off from there. Have you done your, okay, I believe you did your BDT 151, right? In your first year, first semester. You did BDT 151. Introduction to laboratory what? Techniques. I can see some of you wearing sandal. Even your class rep. What are you wearing? You have injury in your leg. Where? Is it an open wound? Is it an open wound?
But whenever I wear my shoe, it presses the
Okay. Since when?
Yes, sir. But before next week,
Please, you. Anyway, let me go down to what I have. Okay, let's look at the rules and procedures for conduct in the what? Laboratory. For now, the manual is not ready for now, so all you need to do is, as we come to class, I don't dictate it, I'll just teach. You can put down, you can record my voice if you wish to. Maybe when you go back, you can now play it and do what? Make up your notes from it. Then when it's ready, I will let you know. Is that clear? So you can pick it up. Then we'll look at the rules and procedures for conduct in the laboratory. Rules and procedures for conduct in the laboratory. Of course, cleanliness and what? Neatness are essential in pharmacy lab. Cleanliness and what? Neatness are essential. Do you know the difference between cleanliness and neatness? Who knows? Who knows the difference between cleanliness and neatness? Are they the same thing? Okay, who can tell us the difference between cleanliness and neatness? You said no. Tell us the difference. For you to say no, that means you know the difference between them. True or false? So I talk to us. You must not get it correctly. Just share with us what you think. Please, my class, I like interactive class. Don't feel inferior or feel that you don't know it. Open up, share. Say what you think. Nobody will bully you. If you don't get it right, I'll correct you. That's why we are here. We are here to learn. So I don't train naive, and I train people that are smart, confident. Say what you think. Then we look at it, and you know the correct thing, and you can never forget it because you participated in what? The discussion. Are we together? Oh yeah, let's hear you.
Cleanliness is personal hygiene, where neatness is.
Be specific. Personal hygiene is a bogus word. Be specific.
Okay, personal hygiene for environment.
Like what and what? Bring it home. We know about personal hygiene, but I wanted to break it down. You can be specific with the example. With just one example is okay.
The class.
What happened to the class? No, you said the class. What happened to the class now? Is the class personal hygiene? So what happened to the class? Talk to us.
Example of the class. Staying in a clean environment, where neatness is our personal belongings.
Thank you. Any other person? Oh yeah, talk to us.
Cleanliness is you being free from dirt or germs. While neatness is you being tired or organized.
God bless you. Clap for her. Someone can be clean, but it's not neat. Am I correct? Someone can be clean, but it's not what? But the person is not neat. You can wash your clothes with a hypo. You are white, sparkling white, and thing is clean, free from jam. It's not dirty. But maybe because you have no electric pressing iron, or maybe you are lazy to press your clothes, or maybe one or two things happened and you couldn't press it. It's rumpled. You wear it like that and rush to school. You are clean, but you're not what? Neat. Am I communicating? Yes. Your hair is scattered. You not comb your hair. You're not neat, but you may be clean because you bathed, right? You wash your hair with shampoo, very clean, but you're not neat. As a woman, you do not pack your hair well. It's scattered. You're not neat, but you may be what? Clean. So the same way now, if you go to the lab may be clean. They may clean the lab, but things there is scattered. Test tubes on the floor, pipettes on the window, everywhere is scattered. It's not clean. So where you work must be what? Clean and what? Neat. Yes, being clean may save us from, or the products from you are preparing from being contaminated. Wonderful. But being neat, if you place a test tube in the wrong place, it may fall and break, and it may even injure what? Somebody. It's true of us. It may injure what? Somebody. So the lab should be what? Clean and what? And neat at all time. So it is your responsibility. That place you are going to work, as I've shared you now into different groups now, you'll be on a particular, you'll be on a particular desk. Group 1A will be in a particular desk marked for them. That place you work must be what? Clean and what? Neat. So it's your responsibility to ensure that you keep it clean and what? Neat. So that is your work area. Then even the balance you are working with, the weighing balance you work with should be what? Properly what? Kept. Then the lab environment in general, even though yes, we have someone that clean that place, but you don't work and leave the place like that. Because as you come to the lab, as you enter the lab to start working, I'll start scoring you. I'll start scoring you as you are even working. Your conduct in the lab has its own mark. I'll be scoring you based on what you're doing. How active you are in the practical. I'll be there watching you. I may not talk to you, but I'm scoring you. I may not scold you, but I'm what? Scoring what you are doing. Are we together? So you take it what? Seriously. Your appearance matters a lot too. We'll get to that. So whatever you are doing, you do there will properly was scored. All these things, apart from your exam, that will be 70%. All the things ready from your attendance, so your lab work, your lab notebook you will submit at the end of your report, and even the products you produced, everything will be scored on daily basis. Towards the end of the semester, we make up 30%. You are what? Continuous assessment. Are we together? Then your exam is 70%. So don't think that what you do in the lab is not noted. I will be there and I will taking note of what you'll be doing in the lab. So all the apparatus should be kept what? Clean before you leave the lab. Don't leave it for God knows who to clean it for you. Then, please, as you enter the lab, when, of course, anyway, let's assume you are given, you take a particular ingredient from the stock bottle or from the stock bag, whatever. Please do not go back, maybe after the work, the excess. Don't go on your own and start to what? Pouring it back to the what? Where the stock, because it may contaminate the stock. You know what I mean by stock? The stock bottle, that is, like now, as we are now, there are ingredients, there reagent there in the lab, right? From there, the required quantity you would need for your particular work, for the work you are doing, will be measured or weighed, right? Maybe after the whole thing now, after you are practical, you may have some that remain because of your sincerity and your pure church mind or whatever mind. You want to go and return it because you don't want it to waste. Don't go and pour it back in the stock bottle because you may end up contaminating the stock bottle. Is that clear? unless you are instructed to do so. If not, of course, in the first place, if you measured or weighed appropriately and used the measured amount in your work you are doing, there will be no need for what? Excess. True of us. There will be no need. So for you to have excess, that means you don't even know what you are doing. There's a problem somewhere. Isn't it? Yes. That means you don't know what you are doing. So everything you are going to do in that practical, take it as if you are actually preparing medicine for people. For human being to do what? Take it as if a patient is there waiting for you to extemporaneously prepare a particular dosage form for the patient. Don't see it as let just do the practical and go. No. Take it seriously. So in a nutshell, do not waste what? Material. Do not waste what? Material. Do not waste what material. As I said before now, all your work should be what? Independent. But because of it should be independent, it should independently work. But because of what you have on ground, we now group you in 3s or 4s, 5s. But even in that 4 or 5, you should work. There should be what? Division of what? Labor. Everybody must participate in the work. If I see you idle doing nothing, you are losing mark immediately. Of course, by simple question I'll ask you will tell me that you are not, whether you participated in the work or not. Because I'll be asking questions randomly. I'll come to your own desk and ask questions and see what you are doing. Very important. So please be punctual to the lab. As I say 12, from next week, as I say 10 o'clock, not 10, you start entering the lab. I mean 10 o'clock, you are already in the lab working. Or waiting for me to start to introduce what we do for the day. Not by after 10, you start entering the lab. Anyway, for the case of, because of what is the lecture delay from the lecturer before you enter, I may give room for few minutes, but not when it's 10:30 or 11 o'clock. You see one human being entering the lab, you go back and continue that thing you are doing. You go back and do what? Continue that thing you are doing. So you must make sure that you are there when I introduce the work for the day. It's very important, because if you miss that introduction, whatever that will be done in lab that day will look somehow strange to you. True of us, you will not be able to participate fully in what. So in a nutshell, what I'm saying is that the tardiness is not what will not be tolerated. Tardiness is lateness. Will not be what tolerated. So in the lab, you don't just on your own as you are in class now. You just stand up and go to lab at any time you like, and go there and start opening the cupboard and start bringing out the ingredients because you want to do your own practical. No, you don't enter the lab anyhow. Is that clear? Unless for one reason or the other you are permitted to do one or two things depending on the need, if there's need for that. But don't just walk in there. Of course, somebody is there. You know the person there. Okay, you know her, right? Yeah. So please, if you go to the lab, anything you need from the lab, she's the person in charge. Her name is Nosa. If you don't know her name, she's one in charge of that lab. Anything you need from that lab, you collect from her. And as you're collecting, you sign that what you collected against your name, you that's collecting it. And you have to return it back at the end of the work in good condition, at the end of the practical, and the sign out. Very important. The same way, when you are done with your practical, if you submit your product, you have to sign that you submitted a product. If you not sign that you submitted a product, you're on your own. Are we together? You are on your own. So take whatever you are doing seriously. Then, coming to the dress code, I believe in your ability 151, you are taught about dress code. We are taught dress code, right? How to dress, right? Very important. Very important. So, have you been given your lab coats? The customized school lab coat. Yeah, so, make sure that it's clean and neat. Without lab coat, you're not entering the lab. From next week, without lab coat, you're not entering the lab. And if you don't button it well, you won't even enter. And if you're already inside, I see your lab coat unbuttoned, I'll send you out. So if it has no button, go back now and do what? Fix the buttons. Now, this buttoning your lab coat is very important. It's not just because you want to punish you. No. Your lab coat, buttoning your lab coat is very important because of these three reasons, 2 or 3 reasons. The first one is that if you don't button your lab coats, you are exposing yourself to what? Danger. Okay, first of all, what you are working with, some of these reagents may pour on you. True or false? They may pour on you. And some may not be compatible with in fact, some may even injure you. So you are exposing yourself to unnecessary risk if you don't button your lab coat. Then secondly, the lab coat as you are working, it may spread and do what? Pack things on the slab, the desk you are working, your work area, and comb all the ingredients, comb the measures, and break the breakables. True of us, it will break the breakables, and you start paying for what you didn't plan for. The money you are used to eat, you give it to school for the what you broke. Does it make sense? So you have to button up properly. And then the third point is that thing that broken, what is it called? The pieces can injure somebody. You can even pour. You may not even pour those reagent. It may be someone else sitting by the side, innocently and seriously doing his work, that you will injure. So have you seen the importance of what? Buttoning your lab coat. So apart from that, it shows our duty to teach you the right way to appear in the lab. Because that's why there are some things when you start working now, there are some things you may be doing somewhere. If you don't know, some is look at it and say, which school did this one graduate self? So they didn't teach this one that you should button the lab coat. So it's very important. Then, of course, you are told that you should always be neatly dressed in your school uniform. So you don't need to be told that one again. Then your shoes, the footwear we tolerate is what? We don't tolerate sandal. We don't tolerate any footwear that is open. Be it at the toe and the hair, everywhere should be well closed. Are we together? Please, as we are wearing what is closed, don't go and wear koi for us. No, we don't need more than koi. Then at the same time, wear something that will have a firm grip on the floor. You know what I mean by firm grip on the floor, so that there are some footwear you wear. If you walk on the tile, and even sand can even. So to avoid accident in the lab, because you may be falling and hit your head on the slab, and maybe fall and comb everything, all the reagent there, pour on the floor, or you injure your colleagues. So you should footwear that you should wear should be have a firm grip on the floor to avoid such accidents. Very important. Please, we don't need your bling bling. We don't need your bling bling. Keep it at home when you are going for party or nightclub. If you go for nightclub, you wear a bling bling. Here, please silence your phone, please. Silence your phone, please. Please, we don't wear bling bling, please. We don't want to see any chain on your neck. We don't need them. Chain, bangle, we don't need all those things. We don't need them. Neat watch is okay because you need time. It's okay. Once it's portable and moderate, something that is, don't come and be doing, we don't need all those things. Calm down. When you go outside, you do all those things. You cover your lips with what I don't know. Be moderate. Be what? Moderate. Yes, there are some people that have dry lip, I understand. You can use moderate lip gloss. Yeah, but if you don't have dry lips, you don't need all those things. Be moderate because you are into serious research work. In fact, by right self, those that are if you see people that are into research self, One that they are in lab, they don't even have time for anything. They appear clean and neat, not all these makeup. We don't need their makeup. I don't know who you're making up for in the lab. You don't need them, so you don't contaminate what you are working with. Am I communicating? We don't need all those things. Just be yourself. Just be clean and neat. That's all. Don't beautify yourself. That's the point I'm making. Are we together? If you are beautiful, you are beautiful. If you are a warrior, you are a warrior. But the main thing that in this era, in this academic environment, your beauty is not on your face or by your appearance. Your beauty is what? Is what? Is what? What is here is your beauty. In fact, me as a person, say, if I'm looking at you as a woman, if I'm looking at you as a woman, the only beauty I appreciate is what you have here. As a woman. Then if you have physically one and still have this one, kudos. Kudos, you are blessed. But the only beauty I look at for is what is. If I interact with you, if you cannot hold conversation, you are if you like, be the most beautiful by face. You are to me, I'm seeing chimpanzee. I'm sorry. To me, others may differ. To me, what I'm seeing is what? A gorilla, female. If there is a female one, that's what I see. If I cannot, if I interact with you, nothing is here. That's what I'm seeing. It's not your beauty. It's not how your appearance. It's not how you appear. So what am I making? What we need is what you, because this is an academic what environment. It's not an entertainment what field, no, or beauty pageantry what, no. This is your what? It's an academic environment. So you have to be what? Moderate. Very, very important. Then please, you have to wear your headgear. You wear your headgear. Headgear. Okay, you don't know what is headgear? Cover your hair. Cover your hair. That's what I mean. Cover your hair. Huh? Hello? As you are entering my lab, so far it's my lab. If you're entering there, cover your hair. Hello? Hi. Yes, cover your hair. You can get as cheap as. You must not be expensive one. Three of us, just cover your hair. That's what I need. Let it be part of you. Now. Then, let me ask you a question. Let's assume you go to pharmacy to buy syrup. Only for you to go home and open the shop and see hair strand in it. How will you feel? How will you feel? Will you ever buy that product again? You are in a very serious work. You are in a very serious. What you are doing is something serious. Am I communicating? Yes. So you have to cover properly. Cover up properly. Very important. So you don't contaminate our what? Products. That's about the headgear. Then what is it called? As you enter the lab, dispensing lab, your nose mask, very, very important. Very, very important. Am I communicating? As you are walking, your nose must properly what? Closed. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what forms your character? Can someone tell me what forms your character? Some people think that character is solely what you were given birth, how you were born. Maybe this is how you were born, and that's how it's gonna be. Can someone share with me what you think forms your character over time? Any idea? Obedience. No, I'm not defining whether it's positive or negative now, just character. Of who you are. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody. Okay, now let's listen. What you do, what you start doing now, what you do now, forms your habit. Am I communicating? And the habit, what you start, okay, today you say, I notice I have not been studying. At least every day I'll try to study like 4 hours before I go to bed. I'll make sure that at least I look into my book for at least 4 hours before I sleep. And you make it please silence your phone. And you make it a point of duty that every day before you even go to bed, you must go through your work for like 4 hours. And every day you are doing it. It's because a habit. Hope you know. It's not a habit. Are you aware? And over time, it will start forming your what? Attitude. Then your attitude towards your studies will be what? Improving. True of us. Then, before what's going on, it will become part of you. You start defining who you are. When people want to describe you, they say, is it that one? That guy reads, so he reads. He's a reader. He studies. It has become part of you. Even when you leave this place, you're not preparing for any exam. But because it has become part of you, you cannot stay a day without doing what? Reading something. And believe you me, great men, go and study great men in history, even till today. They read a lot. Are you aware? Are you aware? Okay, you're not aware. Meet great people, not only men, they read a lot. Trace them, go to their house, they will have a library. They have time, they read a lot. That's one secret most people don't know. Secret of success, you must learn how to read. Now, we are training you now, right? There are some things we must put inside you, hoping if you respond well and understand why we are doing that, hoping that it will become part of what? You. You may see that face mask. Why am I wearing nose mask? Now, let me ask you a question. Are you aware that there are companies in Nigeria that produce antidiabetic drugs, medicine, and also produce antihypertensive. Are you aware? They are locally manufactured ones in Nigeria currently. At least I know about metformin and some other. You know what metformin does, right? For it brings down. It's used in control of what? Diabetic, high sugar, blood sugar level, right? Now, let's assume that you are one of those people that don't understand why you should be covering your nose in the lab when you are compounding, and you see yourself because you see it as stress. When you now go out to go and work, maybe you see yourself. You don't know where you see yourself. As a pharmacy technician tomorrow, you can see yourself in a manufacturing outlet. Are you aware? Good. Let me take that manufacturing outlet as an example. You may go there. You may be where they manufacture anti-diabetic like metformin. Are you aware that as you are compounding that thing, are you aware that you can be inhaling the powders? Are you aware? The dust. The fine, very fine, if you see very fine dust, it's as good as dust particle in the air. You can inhale them. Are you aware that what you inhale can find its way into your bloodstream? Are you aware? Yes. Then what do you think will happen to your blood sugar level? If you're not careful, one day you may slump and die where you are working because of hypoglycemia. These are the risks such people are exposed to. The same thing with those that are working where they manufacture antihypertensives, like I'm loaded pin. Name them. Your blood pressure will be going down because you are careless. You don't even care. You don't know the meaning of covering your nose because where you study, they didn't force you to do that. They maybe you are a friend. You do it in the lab. Me, I don't make friends. My friend are those that listen to my instruction. You become my friend. For those of us that are Christian, what did Jesus Christ do when they told him, "This see your mother is there"? Look, what did he say? He said, "My mother." He said, "No, my mother, my father, brothers, sisters, friends, whatever, are those that do what? Listen to what? To listen to him." So I am borrowing his line. My friends are those that listen to, because I know that I was employed here. I'm here to teach you, help to mold you. So if you want to be my friend, it's not if you are doing nonsense because you are my friend, I will pardon you. At the end, you go out there and start doing nonsense. If they ask you where you get it from, you say from here, or you say that I taught you. I will deny you. I didn't teach you that. We train you so that if you go out there, you become good ambassadors of this school. And not just that, you save yourself and save others. Because if a pharmacist or a pharmacy technician make a mistake in compounding, thousands, millions may die in formulation. Are you aware? Yes. Because depending on the nature of the error in the compounding or the formulation, before they realize where the problem is coming from and start recalling the product, it would have caused damage. Hope you know. So that's why you should be very, very careful in this field. It's not field for disorganized people that are scattered, people that cannot coordinate themselves. No. A nurse can make a mistake. A physician can make a mistake. Maybe a patient, if it's a mistake that will cost life, a patient may die. True of us, because it's one patient at what? A time. It's not true. But you may make a mistake. Thousands may be affected. Millions may be affected, depending on where the products get to. Or before, when they now realize where the problem, because people can be having issues. They don't know where it's coming from. True of us. They won't even know. Some may even be blaming their village people. Some may be blaming even the person that dispensed medicine, without even that it's from the medicine itself. Until they realize where it's coming from, thousands may go. So that's why we are very careful in the training here. We don't tolerate nonsense. You must be principled, disciplined, and meticulous in doing things, and what? Articulative. Okay. Now, so you should wear your nose mask. Then you don't, of course, I don't think anybody here smokes. I don't think if you smoke here, I'm sorry for you. You are risking your life, especially tobacco smokers. You are risking your life. Even Igbo said, avoid smoking. You may not hope you know that you may not smoke directly, but you are smoking. Maybe your friend is smoking. You are smoking too. Yes. So you are risking your cancer, developing cancer, and lung issues. Am I communicating? So, of course. So that one alone, I'm not. That one is on your personal. I just went personally now. On your personal notes, if you are smoking, run, stop it, seize it. It's not good for you. Then for lab, of course, you don't carry that one and enter our lab. Because there are people that they have become so addicted to it that even when others are, anyway, there's no space safe. You can do that nonsense in our lab safe. So, but I'm just saying it in case you have gone to the extent that you cannot do without it. Don't carry it and come to our lab. So of course, whatever you are going to submit must be properly labeled. We will look into how to label. You are labeling. So you are labeled. Your product should be properly labeled. Don't worry, when we enter lab, I will show you some those. I'll show you something so that you know what label should look like. Just as you have your prefabricated products. You know what prefabricated products are? You know what extemporaneous products are? What are the extemporaneous products? What do you understand by the term extemporaneous product? Classroom. What do you understand by the term extemporaneous products?
Sir, no idea, sir.
I have no idea. Who knows? Do you know why I asked a question now? For the past 30 minutes, your eye was fixed on something. And I don't think you are following this class.
Yeah, I'm following.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who can tell us about what you understand by the term extemporaneous preparation? This should be a BT 151 topic. So talk to us. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, yeah?
Extemporaneous preparations that we just make for patients' needs. Probably they are doses. Maybe you have adult dose, grandchild dose, but we need medical dose for grandchild.
Any other person? Any other person? Talk to us.
Extemporaneous preparations are preparations which child doses are extracted from adult food to meet the patient's need.
Is that what you are doing? Alright, talk to us. No idea. Class has introduced no idea here. It's not live. Aya, talk to us. What you're talking about? This is grade 151, man. You people have seen your result now, right? And you smashed bid 151. Right? So talk to me. It's time to talk to me now. So what is extemporaneous? You try though, but I want to hear another person. Agoya. What do you say by the time extemporaneous preparation? Extemporaneous. No idea. You are losing your hair in my class. Oh yeah, talk to us. Oh yeah.
These are products.
Please. I want them to hear you. Please speak up.
Okay, extemporaneous.
Uh-huh.
This is like when you don't have the exact dose for a child or someone, you just have to like prepare it yourself.
Thank you. Okay, now let's not waste our time. So we have extemporaneous products are just as she said and as he said too. I call it acid hot. Acid what? Hot. Wait and take. Is that clear? So the patient is here. The patient is there. You prepare it and give the patient. Is that clear? That's the layman understanding of what extemporaneous is. The street understanding of what it is. Is that clear? You prepare it and give what? Just as you are, some of you that eat noodles, you go, plate. They did not prepare the noodles and kept for you. And start dishing it from the plate, right? From the pot, right? You go. Give them, they take one, take two. Be careful about how you eat noodles. So eat well, oh. Eat well, oh. Eat well, oh. Avoid processed food, oh. Eat well. Eat normal food, cook food, eat. It's very important to. Now, so you are there, give them. I'm just trying to repeat what you do. I'm not promoting it for you to be eating it. I'm just telling you reminding you what you do, so you can understand what you are discussing. You stand there, here and there, they will prepare it, right? And put for you in front. You go home. That is what you mean by what? Extemporaneous. So there may be reason for the extemporaneous anyway. In today's world, there may be reason for extemporaneous. Now, but the basic thing I want you to understand is that before industrialization, before, if you go to you did PTP 101, right? You did history of pharmacy, did you? Okay. Did you do history of pharmacy? Did you do history of pharmacy in PTP 101? First year. History of pharmacy in PTP 101. Before industrialization. PTP 101. Before industrialization, what they were doing that time was what? Extemporaneous. There they will go get the ingredients, get the herbs, extracts, whatever, prepare and give for a particular what? Patient. That's what they were doing then. Before it was the era of industrialization that they now started establishing pharmaceutical manufacturing what? Industry, where they now formulate in large quantities and they distribute. Just soon now you go for your ITCS. You see, they supply to a hospital, they keep it in the store, bring it one by pack. A patient comes with a prescription, you go to the shelf and get the medicine and take the quantity and give to the pharmacy that will now do what? Hand it over to the patient. That product that has been packaged for the company and some stay in the shelf for like 2 years, true of us, those ones are called what? Prefabricated. They are not extemporaneously prepared what? Products. But the ones we do in our lab here, we call it compounding. The compounding we do in the lab here is for what? Extemporaneous what? Preparation. Is that clear? That's what I mean by what? Extemporaneous what? Preparation. So those ones you see yourself, like if you see bottle of suspension or syrup, you see label on the bottle, right? That label, that's what we mean by label. So you also produce your own label in the lab after preparing your own label that you place on the what you do what? Produce. So label, the nature of label differ from one product to another. The content of the label differ from one product to another. But in all, the label should contain the name. Are we together? I'm coming. In all, of course, here it should contain the name of the institution now. Here is our institution. Here is name of the school. True of us, because that is where you prepared it now. Even you that prepared it, the date you prepared it, it should contain a batch number. You can just fix any batch number you like. Then the patient name, the name of the person that will take it should be there. Is that clear? Then the age, the address should be there. Then the preparation you did should be there. Then the ingredient, the content of the ingredient you use should also be there. Don't worry, we'll have a sample of it when you do your work in the lab. I'm just telling you what you should expect in the work. And the direction for use should be there. How to use the product should be there. Then the quantity you produced, quantity you dispensed to the patient should be there. Then other what is it called? Other auxiliary labeling. Maybe if it's something you should shake well, if something you should put in the plate. Are we together? There are people that they cannot stay without digesting. It's a very big problem. So the auxiliary labels, you see things like shake well for external use. Each of them is used for a particular type of what? Product. Is that clear? So when we start moving from one product to another, then you know each one that fits in for a particular what product. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? No question. All right, let's continue. So, let's look at the laboratory safety rules. Safety rules in laboratory. Let's look at safety rules in the laboratory you should follow. Of course, as I said before now, laboratory is a potentially dangerous place. Yes, it's potentially dangerous. So it's what you do in the lab, we determine whether how you conduct yourself in that lab will determine whether you'll be safe or not. But as for lab, it's a potentially dangerous place. So you can minimize the risk you can encounter in the lab if you follow safe laboratory practices. Now, so while we are discussing this, is that it's good to know, for you to know things that the potential dangers in the lab, so you know how to do what, conduct yourself when you get there. Some of the ingredients you see there, some are toxic. Yes. In fact, let me even tell you, in the lab safe, you should wear what? Safety what? Goggles. Let me give you an example. You may be pouring liquid. Yes, it's a drug. It may be the medicine you take internally, right? Yes. But if you find its way and splash into your eye, what do you think will happen to your eyes? It may injure you there. True or false? So I don't need to tell you that you should cover your eyes. I don't need cane to flog you. Your eye may not contaminate the product, but your eye, any error there can. Yes. So have you seen the danger? So the right itself is, as you enter lab, so cover your eye, cover your nose. You may look like someone going to the moon, but it's for your own what? Good. Apart from the ones that may contaminate the product, you may even do what? Enjoy yourself. Very important. So because some of the products may be may be toxic. Some may be toxic if you swallow them, especially those ones that are used to prepare external preparation. There are some products you use externally. If they find themselves inside, they may be what poisonous to you. So you should be very careful. So some are also corrosive, that if they touch your skin, sorry. So you should be very careful. So some are even flammable, highly flammable. Yes, some are highly flammable. So you should be very careful when you are working with them. Maybe because you want to, there are some, even though that is not the best, there are some lab that use stove. There are some lab that they use stove to boil, maybe because they don't have access to light or whatever. As you are doing all those things, depending on where you see yourself, remember that there are some ingredients that are chemical that are flammable, that may catch fire. True or false? So that's why that's why every ingredient, that's why the lab should be neatly organized. Every ingredient should be kept where they should be. Because you may carry something that is flammable and just drop it on the table like that. You may want to just on the Bunsen burner. It may catch fire. True or false? So you should be very careful. That's why the lab should be very neat. There are some reagents that are highly volatile. You know what a volatile substance is, right? You know what a volatile substance is. If something is volatile, if you open it and keep here and go and come back some hours, you will not see them again. They have entered the atmosphere, right? And you know that if you expose volatile substance, apart from wasting the thing, because they will go up and go into the air. Apart from wasting the ingredients, you are also exposing those in that lab at risk, because what if the ingredient is not good for the system? It may go to the air and saturate the atmosphere. It's dangerous too for those working in that lab. So I have made mention of broken glasses. So if there is any broken glass at all, maybe due to accident, or pack it immediately. Don't leave it till tomorrow, or maybe at the end of the practical okay, it has broken. Let me continue my practical. After the practical, I'll pack it. No, it can injure you or even somebody else. Very important. Very, very important. Of course, now you know that we use electricity in the lab too. Electrocution can do what? Can also do what? Occur. So be careful anytime you are handling anything that has to do with electrical gadget, electrical connection in the lab, to avoid electrocution. To avoid electrocution. I've already told you that no student is allowed to work in the lab on his or her own accord. You must be permitted to do so. That is outside the normal laboratory time. That's what I mean. Period. That's what I mean. So please, all these things we'll be discussing, for those recording it and those putting down notes, please, before you enter lab, have a rethink of this whole thing. Go through them, or of all the safety measures in the lab. Now, before we enter every lab, please, I'll make sure that you have the topics of what you are going to do. Before you come to any lab, please ensure you do research, go to your textbook, study the theoretical background of that topic. Like the first topic we are going to do is powders. We are going to look at powders under all things being equal. Look at powders. You try to study it, even though yes, we are going to do discussion. It is called discussion. We are going to do discussion before you do the main practical in the lab. But make sure that you study. Get to your textbook, get to your course material, study the theory background of that topic. Study about powder. Study about you know about divided powders and bulk powders, right? You study them again, so that if you enter lab, you appreciate what you are doing. Okay. Who is playing this? Is who? Don't you know that he's in school? Is that why they're playing song? That's wrong now. You should use earpiece. It's wrong. Okay. So, as I said before now, the lab should be professionally handled. It's not a place they play snooker. It's a place they work. They formulate things that they do to save life. So it will be handled professionally, as if the way you handle the pharmacy where you work. Is that clear? It should be handled like that. As I said before now, neat and clean. So any spill chemical on your work area, you mop it up immediately. You don't wait. You mop it up immediately with immediate effect. Don't just throw pepper or whatever you use on the anyhow. You know there are people that have formed that habit. I hear what that. There are people that have formed that, like me now. Let me share something with you. I've trained myself to the extent that, let's assume I'm testing now, very testing, and I bought water on my way. Maybe I'm in a vehicle and drink the water. Do you know that sometimes I can't even I won't even remember when I put that sachet water in my pocket. Maybe when I wanna go home, I already when I put it, it has entered my subconscious mind that I should not throw it away. This is habits that become part of me. In other way around, there are people that it has become part of them that when they drink, they don't even know when they throw it away. So don't carry that thing in the lab. You use something, you throw it away on the floor. No. There is waste bin. Go to waste bin and do what? Put it. Is that clear? Very important. Now, of course, I've told you not to pour unused excess ingredients, right, back to the stock container, the original container. Don't do that. Don't do that. Then this open. Some of you may think that this food, their own is too much. I'll wear what I like. Apart from if you wear something that's open. This is what I mean by close. Can you see this now? If you wear something that's open somewhere, anywhere, a spill of some chemical may affect you. It may pour somewhere by your side. The splash. And if the thing is corrosive, it may injure you. Are you aware? It may burn your skin. So you should be able to cover make sure that you wear something that your leg is, your foot is properly what? Covered. It's for your own safety. No, it says toe. It says toe, but it says toe. Toe is okay. I will not chase you away with toes.
No, I'm talking about our shoes. Like this, it's open like sock. Should we wear scrub and socks? Like socks?
Let me know. You mean socks?
Yeah, very scrub.
Don't wear anything that is open at the back too. What are we wear socks? Is socks not bad now? We wear your socks now. Socks is not bad now. Is it bad? We wear socks now. It's okay. It's not. I'm not wearing socks. It's not bad. What are you even saying, sir? I'm confused. I'm confused. What are you saying? Let me understand you, please. I said you go and buy cocoa. Is that what? Is that what? I said this is what I mean by. This is what I mean. I haven't answered this question now. I said what was. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. What is in the rule is toe. Don't expose anything that will expose your toe. I'm telling you now, for your own safety in the lab, this is the best. Cover everywhere. That's the point I'm making. That's what I'm making. But the one I will chase you away from the lab is if you wear something that I will see you at toe, I will chase you away. If you wear this one, no problem. The rule say wear this thing. Is that clear? But me now, you know we have rule, right? You don't live just by the rule. We have rule. Then I'm telling you now, you with your common sense, we know that if we wear something like this, let's assume, God forbid, something happen, something pour away or glassware or whatever, here is safe. Are you aware? Are you aware? To compare with someone that here is open. That is the point I'm making. But the rule, even in the standard rule in pharmacy, say not wear open toe. That's the toe. It's specific. Was that not what we are told? Open toe. Yeah. But look at what he's wearing. Fine. If this is wearing on, at least his foot is what? Secured. To some extent. That's what I'm making. If you have it, wear it. It's better. I don't know if I answer your question. There's someone asked, can you wear socks? If you're fine, wear socks. It's fine. It's for your own safety now. It's no longer about the rule now. It's about your what? Safety now. It has gone beyond the rule. We are not talking about your what? Safety. So you don't, of course, after I've talked about one. After I've also talked about your eye, protecting your eyes. So if parabenzo mistakenly a chemical touch your skin, please go and wash it up immediately. Don't waste time. Is that clear? Wash it off what? Immediately. Then you should know where the fire extinguisher is in the lab. Very important. You should know where the fire what? Extinguisher is in the lab, in case nobody prays for that, but it's important. And also how to use it. Very important. So if there is any accident at all, either you don't eat in my class, so you don't. If you want to eat, go outside and eat. You are permitted to go outside and eat and come back, but not in my class, please. If you're that hungry, you can go outside, eat and come back, but not in my class. Okay? All right. So if there's any accident at all, whether it concerns you or you don't concern you, report what? Immediately. Report to the instructor immediately. Don't waste time. So of course, I don't need to tell you to submit your work. Ensure after your work, please ensure that you submit. Don't worry, I will throw more light on that. Okay, then let's look at how are we supposed to appear. Hey, what is it? Laughing like market women. So let's see. Let's look at how we should. Let's now look at in general what and what, how you should appear. Of course, you all have your lab coats, so you should come with your white lab coats, clean and well ironed, neat. Okay, yes, clean and well ironed. In as much as the lab coat by pharmacy technician, PCM for pharmacy technician is short, but the long one is preferable. Is that clear? To avoid, maybe when you are working in your normal dispensing, prefabricated dispensing, no issues. You just need to distinguish who is a pharmacy technician and who is a pharmacist. But if you are in a lab, it's important to cover everywhere because something can happen here. True of us. So maybe that's why you have your own. It's long, right? Right? Is it long or short? Leaves, short sleeves. No, the sleeves is long, right? Good. Then it should be neatly. It should be clean and neatly pressed, ironed. And you should have, under normal circumstance, you should have your name tag. Under normal circumstance. I'm telling you the standard. Is that clear? You should have your name tag and your institution emblem or badge. The school own has badge, right? So that one has covered for it. Maybe since you have your ID card, you may not put here for the lab. I'm telling you what is obtainable outside. You should have your name tag. That's what it should be. In case you see yourself, you not say I was not told. Am I communicating? You should have your name tag, and the emblem of the institution you are working under should be there on your lab coat. That's what it should be. But now we are in school environment now. The school badge there is okay. True of us. Then your ID card you have, pin it. Your name is there already. True of us. And I think your department is also there, right? Is it there?
Yes.
that has covered the net. But that is not the right thing to do. I wouldn't push you to go and start constructing when you already have your what? School ID card. All you need to do is just enter lab, pin it. You must do. Hope you all have your ID card. How you wear it? Is that how you wear it? Okay. Let me come. Let me see. Anyway, there's something I want to tell you. For someone working in the lab, am I communicating? Let's assume you're working in a lab. Are you aware that this is not ideal to wear? The person is there's this thing they sell. You can put it here. Put it somewhere here. Are you aware? Because if you are working, this can enter what you are working with. But that I don't think it's expensive. For lab, you can put it somewhere here like this, and it's neat and clean. Anyway, I don't know where this idea came from. It's okay. It's okay. Let's keep to that. So what you now do, maybe if you enter lab, at least maybe you can stop it in. Is that clear? To avoid what? Touching. But I want you to create that consciousness of having what has your works name on it. Very important. Are we together? So if you enter lab without it, I'll chase you away. Then the next one is your what? Face mask. So this thing should be worn on this thing under normal circumstances. This thing should be worn on your left chest. Pin on your what? Left chest. That's where it should be. So it will clearly display your name, department, and what? Institution. Then at the same time, your face mask. Your face mask is for hygiene. And especially when compounding or handling what? Open formulation. So your face mask is very important. Face mask is not expensive. Then, I've thought about your headgear and cap as the case may be. These things are non-negotiable. Though you don't wear slippers or sandals. Yeah, you want to go out? Okay. You don't wear slippers or what? Sandals. So, your black closed shoe, wonderful. Then I will permit you if the top is maybe since school allowed this one. If since school allowed this one, all this you are wearing that this place is open, you can wear socks to cover it. Is that clear? For your own safety. Are we together? For your own safety. Then you don't walk bare hand. You don't walk what? Bare hand. All these things listen, hope you are noting them. You don't walk bare hand. You walk with your hand glove. Very important. Of course, you should be clean. Please. All this is not for here. All these you are nail. You fix nail. They do like this in lab. It's not for here. Calm down, auntie. When you are done, when you become madam, if that is what you want to do for your life, you can continue like that. But here, I'll teach you how to be what? Modesty here. When you are done, if you want to fix the eye that is like this, eye whatever you call it, eyelash, I don't know what you call it. Put it, it's your business. Is that clear? Good. So, we don't need your fingernails, so it should be short. Don't polish it for us. Calm down. Don't polish it for us. Just be clean. It's okay for us. I've told you to stop all this here, bling bling, both on your neck and your hand, on your wrist. We don't need it. Watch is okay. Wear your watch. Neat, cleanly placed watch is okay. But all this bling bling, we don't need it. Oga, we are no matter what. You don't need all these your chains. This is for your safety too. It's not just about being moderate too. It's also for your what? Safety. Of course, now. Then you should also come with your what? Sorry. Okay. So what are you supposed to? We want to go to some items you work with. Apart from ingredients in the lab, some items you work with. Some maybe provided by school. Then some you come with. Is that clear? So, and the spatula, you know what spatula is, right? Yes. And the spatula should be there in the lab. Yes, it's there in the lab. So you don't have to come with spatula from your house. It's not necessary. It's there in the lab. Unless there's none in the lab, then but it's there. It's there. It should be there. It's there. Then tile. You work with glass tile or glass slab. Tile should be there. So measuring cylinders that are there, like different size. Like we have 5, 10 mil, 25 mil, as case may be. They are there. Mortar and pestle, very important in compounding. They are also there. You know, there are some schools that I don't even know how they do it. Students go with all this. I don't even know how they were able to get the accreditation, but it's okay. Students go with all these things by themselves. Maybe some of them maybe the student the students broke it and maybe when they did the accreditation they had it well complete. Maybe students we are going home with it, or they were breaking it. They say, okay, since you are messed up what you have, if you are coming, come with it. If you don't come with it, you go back. Then by the time you miss practical 1, 2, 3 times, you go and get it and be coming with it. Maybe when they want to do the next accreditation, they'll buy another one. Maybe they are tired of buying, and after buying, they will break. Okay, if you are going to practical, you must come with one. If you don't come, you go back. So I think maybe that's what happened but I'm just telling you what you should. But we have all those things there anyway. Then droppers and pipettes that are there. Then labels, what you use to your labels, what you use to fix your labels on the finished products. Finished products like gums or adhesive, very important. I'll see check, but to be on the safe side, come with gum. Is that clear? To be on the safe side, come with gum. No, just what you can use to fix your label on. You know, your label now, you fix your label. After writing your label, you fix it on the. See how it look like. You remember the beauty of your product is also has its own mark. How neat your work is has its own mark. Because if you go to buy something from if you go to the pharmacy to buy, and they give you product that is not well packaged, will you buy it? You'll be like, this one that they can't even afford a good label. Am I sure that what is they have inside is the drug? That the first question that will come to your mind. True of us, if they cannot buy a label, is it the ingredient that they can buy? You not buy that product. So the same way, if your work is not clean, you are losing mark. That's the point. We are making it practical now, real life scenario. So do as if you are presenting something, you are preparing something that somebody will take. In fact, if you know what you are doing, you should be able to take your own product if you know what you are doing. True of us, she's sleeping. Is that all right?
She's not tired.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. Are you okay? You're not okay. Be okay. Then you come with your material. We are writing materials to be there. You are practical man. I told you when it's ready, I will send you. You have it. Then your report book. See. This is the report book. I from those are in third year now. This is what they use in their second year. Can you see? This person now is in third year. Can you see if I put it like there's something you see inside? Maybe she forgot it there. You see ruler. You need this thing too. Your writing material should be complete. If you open there, you see face mask. Can you see face mask she left inside? Maybe she kept it there so that it will be easy for her to be taken. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is what she's using. Please use something that this thing you are seeing here doesn't end here. I advise you use something that you can keep and even take home and study. Even in practice, you can be going through it. I might communicate, but what you are doing is not child's play. So keep something that will last for you. It's very important. Of course, everything you are using should be something that I would advise you get something like this. Is that clear? Don't use short things from you. All this don't use from you. Either long 80 loops, long note or this. But that one can tear easily, and it just wastes. But this thing will last for you. So that's why I advise you get something like this. Is that clear? For your reports, you can see the reports of the work this person did. You see how organized and she will still continue with it in her final year now. Because I advise to continue so that everything will be in one word. Peace. Doing your practice, there are some things you may encounter in practice. You may go home and go through your what you did in school to refresh your memory on that. Are we together? So you should come with your metric rule, your pencil, your pen, as the case may be. So this thing, your notebook or practical record book, as the case may be, for your documentation, calculations, and reports, and everything that has to do with the work. Then there should be. You have your hello to mop the spills on mop, clean your and same time, please, by standard you should have two, towels, one for where you are working with, and after packaging your work, to clean your products so it can be neat. You don't use what you use to clean your desk and it will be dirty. And you lose marks. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Very important. So there should be distilled water bottle. Those ones should be in the lab, unless if there's need for you to bring, but it's in the lab. Then packaging of your finished products. Packaging of your finished product. There are some in the lab. We have in the lab too. All you need to do is, if you work with it, when you are done, your product will be scored. If it's scored, maybe if you come to the next practice, that if it's marked immediately, then you can wash it off before you go. But if it's not marked immediately, the bottle, your products, then that means those that will come next will discard it and wash and use for their own. Then that is how it will be. Is that clear? That is, if it's not marked immediately, depending on the nature. But there are some products we want to look at what you did. There's a product I want to check how it will look like after a day. Like to see whether it can stand. It can withstand. Like if you do emotion, okay, emotion is in your third year. I will not want to mark your emotion immediately. I want to see whether your emotion will separate over the next day before I mark it, depending on the nature of the products. But what matters is that if it is marked immediately, you wash up before you go. But if it's not, you can leave it and go. The next those that will do the next one will do what? Discard it and wash. After doing their own, those that will do the next one will discard and wash. Is that clear? But the one that you must not leave is your desk where you're working and materials you work with. So there are other additional materials you may need, depending on the type of product you are working on. Like now, if you are working something like, if you are working on, if you are preparing something like emulsion or cream, if you are preparing something like emulsion or cream, why this noise? What's going on?
He's fighting.
Who is fighting?
Why those boys are there?
Alright, go to your class.
Go to your class.
Please, let's conclude. Hello. Please, sit down, let's conclude. Alright, sit down, let's conclude, please. Okay, so I said that there are additional things you need. One house, please. It's okay now. I said there are additional things you need depending on the nature, the product you are preparing. Something like, if you are preparing something like emulsion or cream, you have something like glass rod you can use to do what? Stir, ointment slab, then emulsifying agent. These are some ingredients anyway. Then for powders, we will need powder pepper, counter and tablet counter and what, depending on if you want to crush whatever tablet. Then weighing balance, very important. Then for solutions and mixtures, we will need measuring flask, stirring rod, funnel, as case may be. For suppository, you will need mold. You need suppository in your 152, right? You will need suppository mold, lubricant, spatula, and what have you. So, in summary, I've told you, you have to be punctual and what? Discipline. Please don't stay in the lab and be doing anyway. You are is when you are in 10, 20. That's when you see some human being doing all these things. But when you are 3, 4, let me see you and catch you red-handed. You are exposed. I'm looking at you. But eyeball. Do it. Let me see you. Then you go home and rest for like 1 week or 2 weeks. Then when you are okay for practical, you come back. By then you miss attendance, and of course those one you miss, I will not mark those reports for you. So be careful in the lab. There's no joke there. Maintain pharmaceutical ethics. No joke, no distractions. There's time for everything. So I've told you that you keep your work area clean and neat. So this is a way of introduction. We have introduced what and what. Any other thing that I missed today, when I will do it individually per group. Is that clear? Do you have a question? Okay, I thought you raised your hand. Any question? We have 10 minutes to go. Any question? Any question? So I think we'll stop here. Any other thing that we need to discuss? I will now any other thing extra will now be done individually per group. Give me the attendance, please. Thank you very much. Please, if you are not joined my WhatsApp group, please join. Join our WhatsApp group. You get why. God bless you. Then this link, I told you to be, if you can record my lectures, it will help you. Then for those that did not record, I'll drop this link in my WhatsApp group. If you have data in the WhatsApp, if you have the data, you listen to it. But I always advise you come with you can record feel free, record my lectures. Feel free. Even if it's video you want to record, feel free. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Feel free. God bless you.